You know the motto, 2 L's up, you 2 L's up. Be the crew, that's us and trust. We came to make a difference this year by doing things different than we did them last year. East side, north side,
universal love and loyalty, respect, love, peace, culture. Let's get it.
Yeah, politics as usual.
Politics as usual. We live on set, you know what I mean?
Lifa.
I'm DarkMan, DarkMan Low. We out here, you know, SJP.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
RLPC.
You know what I mean?
Peace to the gods and the earths.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying? So we basically just gonna recap our last episode, you know, a little bit.
I know, I know they saw a little of the with the pilot we shot out there to show you that the show was coming. You know what I mean? But we here now, you know, it's the real first episode, me and the God Lifer, you know what I mean?
We done switched up the set a little bit, give you a little ambiance, you know, a little pizzazz.
You know, hook it up a little bit, you know, not so dull now, like we was terrorists or something.
The tally low.
You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? They come below, or they come to rob up everything, come to blow up stuff.
Yeah, we gonna take your stash while you at work. Word up.
Word, but yeah, we here, you know, next episode, you know, many more to come, you know, but we gonna, you know, since it's so close to the election, you know, as we see in here, you know, this Hillary and the Trump, you know, going on right now, we so close.
Word up.
It's real important that we really get the right person in there, you know, the lesser the evils, but you know, the person that we think can really, you know,
make a difference,
make
so
something
to speak.
Yeah, something to speak.
You know, damn.
You know, do that this. So, you know, when is it? Voting is what, next week or something, November? You know, election Tuesday, right? Tuesday. So, you know,
you gotta go out and vote, man.
Go out there, make your voice heard.
Even if you ain't gonna vote for anybody, vote for something.
Vote for something. Go, you know what I mean?
Vote for Joe Schmo or something.
There's other people on the ticket too. You know, you might look at it and be like, you know, I like this guy. So, you know,
might have a recount or something.
You know, find out what's going on and stuff. But yeah, but definitely, we definitely cannot be getting Trump up in here, because you know the things he talking and the way he moving and stuff. We know for a fact that if Obama was doing that when he ran, they'd have been told him, you might stop running. You know, you might don't even, you stop in the preliminaries. You know what I'm saying? Just stop here, because they got all this videotape stuff coming up. They got these women coming out. You know what? Just stop your business, man. You guys don't run, and somebody else would have been president. But you know, now when he say it, Trump said this guy talk, you know, locker room talk. When, come on now, really? That a president shouldn't be talking like that, or heard talking like that. You know, everybody make excuses because they want him in there. You know?
I seen something the other day too, Doc, where they was actually asking, like in the beginning, is Trump, do you think Trump will make a factor? Will he be will he be running at the end of the election? Will he be that Republican nominee? And a lot of people laughed at him. You know what I'm saying? They laughed at the notion that Trump, no way.
Star?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
There's no way in the world he gonna be at the end of the race going against Hillary, because everybody knew Hillary was gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they laughed at him. They showed the little snippets and stuff like that. And I was like, look at this here, man. A whole couple months later, and look where we at. There's a chance he actually might win this.
And a whole bunch of people is running behind him, waving up the Trump, Make America Better flag.
They want him, man.
And it's like, word, like, wow, you hear the rhetoric and the stuff that he's saying. It's like, we really going to run with that and say, yeah, he's a good guy. This is what we going with. But this the same guy that was crushing Obama birth certificate. But now when it was time for him to show and prove his taxes, he got situations and lawyers told me not to do this. They telling me, so I'm listening to the lawyers.
Taxes, I don't pay no taxes.
Oh, wow, you know?
He ain't paying no taxes.
Come on now, he ain't paying no taxes, and that's the worst thing. You ain't paying no federal taxes for the military and the people that's fighting for us, but Kaepernick is not standing for the injustice that's going on with the black people, and everybody crucifying him for that.
Him for that, for making a stance. They actually
but Trump sitting there on TV, the president that's going for our president, telling you that he ain't pay taxes for 18 some odd years and stuff,
and don't plan on paying it.
They don't plan on it because he's smart.
Hell no.
I'm like, wow, so we all dumb. My God, you know, we dumb.
You know, the blind, deaf, and dumb, being led by blind, deaf, and dumb.
So that's, you know, that's crazy, man. So, I mean, it's real important that y'all go out there and vote and do what you need to do, man.
I don't care. Like I said, even if you ain't voting for nobody, vote for something. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't like Hillary, when you in that booth, vote. whatever's on the ticket. If you don't like neither one, vote for none of the above. If a million of us vote for none of the above, we just shook the very foundation of democracy. You know what I'm saying? Because now they got to say, people talking like, yo, damn, we might have to do this over. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody won. You know what I mean?
And that's what this dude's screaming. If he don't win, he want to call a recount. He gonna go
automatic.
He telling you this before it even happened. So really, come on, we got a guy that's really playing with this system, man. Making this presidency run a joke.
And he's part of the system.
It's really a joke.
He's in the system, manipulating the system, and telling us to our face that it's a joke.
It's a joke.
And he's making a joke out of it.
You know what I mean? He's talking how he want to talk, saying what he want to say, but. You know,
man don't want to be no president.
It's okay. It's okay. That's what the women and all the guys that say. That's what I seen. They had some women on there. I was watching some on YouTube where they had Republican people actually out there arguing for Trump, saying that's just locker room talk. That's just, don't even worry about that. It's okay. What about Hillary? What about Hillary? That's the next thing they do when you bring up something about him. What about Hillary? Hillary's not not the best person in the world. No, we know that. We not saying she is, and that, but
damn,
the lesser of the evils, man, is her.
Better than Trump. You hear it from me first. She better than Trump.
Because we can't be sitting there going through that. Man. So if y'all gonna do something with that, man, really real, man. We really got to make it happen and get out there and do the 1-2 in.
You got the president himself saying he's a joke. You know what I'm saying? The president's wife talking about, yo, don't put that man in office. Telling you, don't. And she telling you, don't put that man in office. You know what I'm saying? She there every day. She know what's going on.
Yo.
You feel me?
Listen, man, if anything come out this one here, we definitely got to make sure voices is being heard, and we put out there like, listen, nah, we not gonna do that. Not there. Not a guy that can just talk the way he want to talk. Because if he get in there, that mean we gonna have a president standing up there, actually spitting racism in our face.
And we can't do.
But we can't do nothing about it. Him telling these people gotta get out of here. These people gotta get out of here.
And then you're gonna be real mad because he gonna come and probably initiate the Patriot Act. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if y'all know what the Patriot Act is, but that's something that was passed during Bush, where they could violate your rights without no warrants, without no just cause. Doesn't it sound familiar? It sounds familiar, right? Just cause, like they could knock on your door, lock you up, and say, you know what? We think you are capable of doing something.
You know what I mean? They already could do it to the people they got on the watch list So they sitting there, you see, they can run up in their crib anytime, but it just be bugging out. It just so happen that they don't be running these people's houses.
They ain't ready yet.
These people so happen to cause some type of confusion later on, being that they try to almost blow this up. They try to almost blow that up. But it comes out that, yo, we was watching him. He was on the watch list.
That's right.
So how he got that far with his tactics and what he needed to do, and y'all had him on the watch list.
They got an agenda.
You know, it's crazy, man. But that's a whole. I mean, that's what it is. And you never know what this may be. This may be a whole situation where there's nobody else but her, and they want her in the office. So why not put a dumb stupid dude going to run against her? And guess what? If we vote this dude in, we the stupidest ones. But we doing they plan by getting her in there. If we get him in there, if he get in there, they like, damn, these America really
it's
crazy.
Because how can you sit there and honestly say seriously, like, who am I gonna vote for? We talking about minorities. You know what I'm saying? The black, the brown, the reds. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. Let's keep it focused on what are we actually speaking about. We speaking about black people. You know what I'm saying? Whether you Mexican, whether you Spanish, I don't care what you say. If you ain't white, we talking to you. You understand what I'm saying? And we're not being racist. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it as a racist, we being racist and we hate white people and all that. That's not what we saying. We speaking about black people in America and the right to vote and voting for the right person and not being caught up in the nonsense that Trump is spewing at us because he's telling us that he doesn't like us. Straight up.
It's known, there's facts out there that show that the things that he did against certain people, minorities and stuff in his buildings he worked for and stuff. It's all out there. And that's what bugs me more is to the fact of when you looked at when you run for the president, they check your background and everything. And everything that went along with you. And we was hearing stuff about Trump even way before that. So when y'all actually saying this guy was fit to even put his hat in the run, when we was hearing how he was going through this, he was doing that, he messed with these women, and we actually just disregard all of that and saying, yeah, give it to him, let's let him run. You know, because how can he make America better? Because he did what? Go bankrupt? You know what I'm saying? File for bankruptcy. Learn how to not pay taxes?
Yeah.
Okay, you learn how to not pay taxes. Against who? You know what I mean? Who are you not paying taxes against? Why aren't they coming after you? Oh, because there's a law. He knew some type of law and knew how to get around it. Word, but he
knew the loopholes.
Knew the loophole.
He knew the loopholes.
So why everybody else don't know the loophole? Why that loophole for 18 years didn't get exposed to it being a great loophole that other people, other business owners can do this loophole and get away with it and do certain things. No matter if it's billions or millions or something, some type of loss in a company should make you eligible for that. Because I don't care how much you say he lost money in a company or in a business. So that made him file for bankruptcy and made him go through that and not have to pay taxes. So how about the average Joe Schmo dude who got probably one business or two businesses and he take a loss? And his loss may not be in the 100,000s or this, that, but it may be a loss. It's a loss. It don't matter. So it shouldn't be like, okay, if this amount, you take that loss, then you ain't got to pay this, you ain't got to do that. It should just be overall, everybody. Word. But man, overall with that, on that one, y'all should just go out there and make your voices heard, you know, for your ancestors too, you know, just make your voices heard, you know. You know what I mean? Let them know that.
Think about Junebug getting hosed down and all that, man. You know what I mean? Chased by dogs and all that, man.
That's it, man.
Like I said, if you, man, look, I'm going to vote. I'm a 2-time felon, you dig? And I'm going to, I ain't even know I could vote.
That's
you know?
When you get out there on papers and everything, you do find
out like, yo, you can vote. I said, get out of here. I can't vote. She said, yeah, you can vote. Fill this little card out, filled it out and all that. Went there and voted. I forgot who I voted for. I ain't going to lie to you, but I voted. You dig?
The last 2 times I voted for damn Obama, you know what I mean? That was the last 2 times, and I did that off the strength, you know, for the people and stuff.
Community, man. But, like, it's a good thing. Like I said, if you live in these communities, like these communities that are overrun with violence and gangs and drugs or whatever have you, and on that day, think about it, on that day, we show a solidarity of everybody going to them schools to vote. Like, put your guns down, put the drugs down, put the Henny down, and everybody line up to vote. You know how big that would be for the community, man? Yeah. So the people in your community can see you as a quote-unquote uncourageable individual standing on line to vote. Come on, man. They gotta respect that. They gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because whether they tell you or not, honestly, they need you in that community.
Yeah.
They need, because that's where they gonna run to.
That's exactly
when stuff get, well, how y'all say it, popping? When stuff get popping, that's who you gonna run to. You know what I mean? Moke and Killer and John B and Master, whatever, you know what I mean? That's where they gonna run to. Yo, you know what I'm saying? We need y'all. So take your community, man. If you want the community, take it. But take it on a positive note. Don't take it on the other note, because that's when the police get involved. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically how it goes.
Like they said, you wonder how the Republican Party go from Lincoln to Trump. You know what I mean? That's crazy, right? That was the thing I'm saying. Word. You know, I'm saying, like, yo.
He doesn't believe in affirmative action. You know what I'm saying? He only hires black people because he have to. He doesn't do it because he wants to. I don't think nobody in his companies, the minorities, are probably less than 5% in positions of authority. So think about that. All his businesses that he actually runs, less than 5% of all his authority positions, whether it be managers, supervisors, less than 5% are minorities in a big global corporation that he has. You know what I'm saying? So that alone should tell you, yo, I don't think so, bro.
No, man,
he ain't for me, bro.
And you talk to most of the people, they probably got the same type of feeling towards them and stuff. So it's like, when you look at things like that, you really wonder, like, is this the man for us? Is, you know what I mean? But
he never was.
You know what I mean? And
it's sad.
And then you know what's crazy though? Now that I'm, you know what I be looking at too, as getting older and as you really see, like certain things, the Republican Party and the Democrat Party, right?
Right.
We grow up, and as we grow up being who we are from the hoods, from the ghettos and stuff like that, we sit here and automatically attach ourselves to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, because we black.
Because we black and stuff. But my thing is, when you get older and you see what the Democratic Party is about and the Republican Party is about, it make you wonder, really wonder, what party do you think we suppose you really should be a part of?
The independent party.
You know what I'm saying? Because one party, I understand one party, the Democratic Party, which is most majority of us, we Democrats.
Yeah.
It's more about what you're doing for us.
Right.
What you're doing for us. What are you giving us?
Yes. Because we always
what are you giving us?
You
know what I mean?
That's a fact, though.
So that's that party. But then you talk about the Republican Party. They're on. What can I do for myself? Like, how can I make it happen?
That's the creme de la creme right there. Yes.
How can I do this? How can I do
make
that?
Myself better.
You don't need to give me nothing, but I'm gonna go out and get this.
Yeah.
But what you can do is help me out on my taxes, because when I go out and get this, I'm gonna need a break on this. I'm gonna need a break on that, because I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go and do this.
Yeah.
And then you got the independents and the liberals.
Yeah.
You know.
They all rocking out for the same cause.
They all rock when you think about it, because when they get to that certain part, the certain part of the presidency run, they start talking about you Democrat or Republican now. That
you can't be either.
You can't be liberal.
No.
Or
they're not
they're
not part of the majority.
That majority ain't that.
Republican, Democrat.
So when you get to there,
there's never going to be an independent or a liberal in the office.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to have that. Nah.
So this is what I'm saying. So really, you running under that to get votes until you get to a point to where Hillary and Trump at now. Now you got to claim a party.
Right.
I'm Democrat or Republican. And majority of them, liberals and them, they gonna go with Democrat.
Yeah, of course.
They gonna go with Democrat.
They got no other choice.
You see what I'm saying? Because the Democrat more favors some of the stuff that they trying to do, which is, you know what, the people need help. The people need this. America need this. So you know what? America is in a hole right now. So we need to make things happen. So this is what we need to get done.
Supposedly.
You know what I mean? Supposedly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's when you look at things also like, okay, which party is really the one that you really would like to claim, or really say, you know what? This is who we are. Because really, this is what I'm about.
Yeah, how do we identify
I'm a go-getter. If you sit out there
how do you identify that?
and you look at these people, like if we go to the Jay-Z's and all of them,
right there,
and we go to them, really, they don't need to be no handouts.
Nah.
They don't need nobody to look out for them.
They to the good. Because they already established where they are.
You know what I mean? So now they out there getting what they need to get. They making business moves. They making things happen. So right now, I'm in a point now, I can't go Republican because my people gonna look at me funny.
Yeah, because you're not
supposed to be that. So I can't go that. So now I'm just gonna be quiet and tell people I'm Democrat, but I'm not voting. Or they'll say I'm not into the politics. I'm not talking about that. Because they know overall,
or their vote don't count. That's the latest one I keep hearing.
Yeah, because they're trying to say you're trying to deter you from doing certain things, because really for them, they don't care who gets in.
Yeah.
Because whatever Trump do, Trump is looking out for them.
Exactly.
You know, and whatever Hillary do and all that, she's not really looking out for them, but you're looking out for my people.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
You got a better shot.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a better shot.
You're looking out for my people, so okay, I'm going to give you that run, Hillary, because you're looking out for my people. But you're not looking out for my pockets per se, because you're going to go up on taxes on the rich.
Nah, the bottom line.
You're going to do up on that, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
it's ran like a business, man. At the end of the day, it's a corporation. You know what I'm saying? The presidency office is actually not the head per se. It's basically like the head for us to say, all right, they're running things, but there's something above them as well. You know what I mean? And that's the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. But we ain't gonna really get on too much into
Queen
that.
Elizabeth.
You know, but the thing is, like, you have to, understand where we coming from as a people, because you have people that will, I like to say that are basically against what's the word, elevation, in a sense, because when they see us as people unifying, they would say, oh, nah, y'all don't need to do that. Nah, you know what? Don't even vote. Don't even, you know what? Don't, just ignore that, man. You ain't, man, come on, we could go to the party, man. You ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Leave that alone, because their outlook on things is, he don't care. So if we with him or them, we shouldn't care either. But as fathers and people that work and people that have a choice, we got to be like, yo, nah, man. If I want to vote, bro, I'm gonna vote. You're not gonna tell me I can't vote. You know what I'm saying? So even if I don't agree with the Republican stance. I don't agree with the Democratic stance. I don't agree with whatever it is. It's still an obligation to us as people to say, you know what? We gotta do something, yo.
Do what's right.
We gotta do something. If you don't do nothing, you can't complain about what's going on. Like if you at a job and you want a raise and you don't do nothing to get the raise, but all you do is beef about not getting paid what you think you should get paid. You're getting paid what you're supposed to be getting paid because you ain't doing nothing. You're lucky you still got a job. You know what I'm saying? So you can't follow behind. A lot of us follow behind what people say, you know, and it deters us from what we really, really need as to want. We can want as much as we want. I want to be a billionaire, like Trump.
You know what I'm saying?
But do I need $1 billion? No, because I probably blow it on polo. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
unnecessary
you know, it's just you know, we just gotta keep it focused, keep it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us be tunnel vision. You gotta look around, man. The cypher's 360 degrees. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You gotta keep it 1,000, maybe 2,000, 3,000. You know, because yo, this is serious, man. We in a dog years right now, and we getting older. So we gotta do something for these babies coming up behind us, because now they talking about if Hillary get in office, they thinking about throwing Mrs. Obama, Michelle, as a running against her in 4 years. Like they not even stopping.
But I guarantee you this. They won't even, because she's still a young gunner. Michelle's still a young little sweet little tender. You know what I mean? So she don't need to go now. So what they gonna do is they may even give Hillary the 8 years, because it seems like everybody that get in there get 8 years. So you sit there and you see these people like 8 years. So you know what I think. She gonna get in. Hillary gonna throw her hat in again, and she gonna wind up winning again, because
if she lives,
you know, right? For 4 years, damn, she
a lot can change in 4 years.
Like, 7.
She getting old. Obama turned gray in 8 years. So imagine 4 years for Hillary.
Yo, 4 years. You saw him looking crazy in 4 years.
That's that stress.
I'm like, what? Wow.
You almost had to push that button a couple of times, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
but yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. But just please get out there, man.
Yeah, vote,
and make your voice heard, so we could not be sitting here 4 years from now talking about, yo, how we gonna get Trump out of there because and you know, and at the end of the day, it's so many opportunities and stuff, you know what I mean, to get out there and do things and make it happen. Just get out there and make it happen. If you
don't
just
want to lose that welfare, you don't want to lose food stamps, man. He trying to kill food stamps, Section 8 and all that.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's all good with that, but please, man, get out there and make it happen. There's other ways to get money and do things than depend on these people here, the state or the city and stuff.
Establish yourself.
I mean, we know that times is hard out there where they make it hard for us blacks to really make things happen. You know what I mean? Look at them, they killing us. You know what I mean? Time you turn around, you know,
numbers. We always gonna be numbers.
We going down. So it's like, man, numbers, you know what I'm saying? It's like it really make you wonder. Everybody in America, that social security card is like your ID card for a bigger cause. Whereas once you die,
that's the corporation number.
They get money for us regardless.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about your life insurance, your parents, and your peoples. No, I'm talking about the higher ups in here, being that deals was made with certain people that we all our economy that's we here, and if we die and one of us was to pass, the city get money for us passing.
Oh,
you know?
Definitely.
So no matter what, even if you got life insurance,
jails get paid for us.
Yeah. So it's like you look at that and you be like, okay, then it don't really matter what really happened or whatever. They don't really care if we live or die, because no matter what, if you die, they gonna get money for us. You live, we making money for them.
It's a form of birth control, man.
You know.
It's like the food that we eat, you know what I'm saying? We know it's poison. They telling us it's poison. You know what I'm saying? You still see the line at McDonald's. The line at McDonald's was crazy. And they telling you that McDonald's food is not good for you. Straight up and down. Not even eating it a little bit is good for you. In moderation. Like certain things you can eat in moderation. Like smoking a cigarette. You can't smoke a cigarette in moderation. It's not good for you.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's a form of birth control. Like if you ever read the book Message to the Black Man, Elijah Muhammad touches on birth control, you know what I'm saying? And not to really go into the lessons too much, but it basically speaks on qualifying and disqualifying them to the doctors. Them is us, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to disqualify us if he feels that we're a threat, you know? So that's what's happening right now before our very eyes. They killing us, you know what I'm saying? They shooting us in cold blood. We want to march. You know what I'm saying? We against this police violence and yada yada yada, and you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, they still killing us, bro.
You can see
they still killing us, bro.
You can see marching. I mean, like I said, it's all good, but in order for things to really happen,
you gotta make a stand.
Everybody gotta make a stance. You notice when everybody at a job go on strike, the company recognizes it. The company sees what's going on. It can't be even it gotta be, when we say everybody, I'm talking about every black person that's in the United States.
Yes.
Will have to say, we're not working, and everybody sit home to make them really feel it, because it ain't a company you make it feel. You gotta make the bigger corporations feel this, the people higher above. We know we talking. You gotta make them feel it to make really change. But when you sitting there saying we're just gonna do it and that's it, and then the other people don't do it, really, what stance are you making? So when you sit there and you see us doing the marching and that, they say, yeah, march because it's good. You got Kaepernick again. He's bowing down on the knee, showing that this is why I'm not standing for this flag, because of the injustice of what's going on really to the black man in our community, the black people in our community. But quickly, they jumps around and say, "Oh, he's not respecting the military. He don't respect the flag. He don't just
flipped it all in 360."
Where did we get that from? From what he said. This is the reason. You know what I'm saying? And then you have some military guy. You know what I mean?
Because I mean, he did that in good faith. But the thing is, like, when we see type of movements like that, we say to ourselves, "Yo, damn, he's brave, man. Like, that's a real good thing he's doing." But at the end of the day, you already know what the end result is going to be. They're going to bounce him right out of the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he did something to awaken us, to give us a reason to say, yo, you know what? I don't have to stand for the national anthem. There's no law that says you have to stand for the national anthem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some people may be like, oh, he's not patriotic or nothing like that. But define patriotism to me and say that patriotism says that you have to stand for the national anthem.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even have my kids standing for the national anthem or pledge allegiance in school.
Listen,
you know,
this is the first time we hearing a person not standing or not paying homage, so they call, to the flag.
Right. In the context of, if you are a conscious person, why would you wear an American flag? And my answer to that was, well, what do you mean the American flag? Because what we're wearing is not the American flag. This is an image that's depicting the American flag. What we have in our cookie is not the American flag, especially since it's backwards. You know what I mean? And I basically told her, like, this ain't the flag. I'm not saying that I'm a proud American, but I live in America.
That's not
you know what I'm saying? My kids go to school in America. I'm not going to Africa to live. I live in America.
And that's the thing,
You know, it's a nice sweater. You know what I mean? I'm not saying pro-America or nothing like that as being a 5% or whatever, but I have a flag. I know what my flag means. You know what I mean? And I'm not promoting the American flag per se or promoting the devil per se, but at the end of the day, our perspective on things shouldn't be so cut and dry to the point where we're against America. You can't be against America.
Especially when you here, you live here, you surviving. You know what I mean? No, you can't. That's what I be saying. Like,
America, you going to work next.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's providing for you. It's providing for your family and stuff. You're not You're not in Africa trying to live over there and do what you got to do. Because most of them wouldn't even know how to live in Africa. We go to Africa, we'd be lost. So that's the
motherland. We'd be lost.
We'd be lost in our own motherland. So when you sit there and you look at it, like, you know what I mean? It ain't about just swinging the flag for America, but
flag is you and your family, man. That's,
you know what I'm saying? That's
what your flag is, man. Your flag is here. Because
wherever you carry it, word.
That's it right there, man.
But that's how I sit there. I be bugging about the moves and stuff that you see that do go on with that and stuff. People look at certain things and be like, yo.
The outrage.
Yeah. Like, I'm this, I'm that. You're like, you know what? We all, you know what I mean? We all here. We all from different places, but we here. We got to make what's right here. You know what I mean? I understand this down the third. We all from Haiti, Africa, Dominican, you know, Puerto Rican.
Here, baby.
We here. So we got to make here right. Because if you make here right, then you can go back to your spot.
That's right.
And spread the wealth that you got from over here back over there in your motherland and your homeland, and do your one to it. Because we all know what's in your heart. You always know what you represent. Because if there was a black, we really need a black flag, because we all black and we go through so much. We need something that represents us. You know what I mean? Something like that. You can sit there and say the African flag, this and the third, but you go to Africa, them motherfuckers look at you and don't like you. And they don't be liking most of us black people from America.
And there's not even one African flag, because you got different countries, got different flags. So it's, I mean, you think about, like, if you say a black flag, you will probably go into the universal flag of Islam, and what basically defines unity amongst black people, because you have the black woman, the black child, and the black woman. I mean, the black man in it, and that's basically telling you that you are your own flag. You know what I'm saying? Your unit or your circumference, your life is dictated through your family. If you're a family man. Now, if you're a man that's just a soul roller or Rolling Stone, like the Temptations say, you know what I'm saying? Then you're still that flag. You're that emblem that everybody sees, just like the flags we wear on our chest. You know, the first thing you identify is the individual you see before you. Then you start to break it down. You start to break it down and see who that person is. You start asking him a few questions just to, qualify him as an individual that you can say, you know what, I could probably deal with this dude, man. But usually, dudes got so much stuff behind them and so much things going on, they don't even realize that they're digging a hole for themselves in the future, because he might say, yo, X, Y, and Z is 1, 2, 3. And you be like, yo, I remember you telling me that 5 years ago, but homie told me, X, Y, Z, and 1, 2, 3, that's not you. That's not you, bro. That's somebody else. So then you saying to yourself, damn, I got fooled by the flag. You know, and that's basically what we're going through right now in the country. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are following things that are not right and exact.
And that's what
we're losing a lot of people, because we're being led right off the cliff.
Right off the cliff.
And some of us don't come back.
And I asked him, yo, you know what? You know, we just saying, you know what, let's just go this way, because everybody else going this way.
Exactly.
Everybody else doing this. Let's say let's do the same thing. Let's do this. Let's do that. But you know what I mean? A lot of people, if you notice, in society, a lot of people that go left or whatever, because everybody going right. Everybody trying. Sometimes when you go that left, and you go that route that nobody else going, you doing something different, you wind up making a real lane for yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's basically what you should do.
You know what I mean? Just make your own lane and do what you got to do. You know what I mean?
You should do.
Because that's, most of the time, that's what, you know what I mean? Most generals and bosses, you do that when you're doing something in life. You try to make your own lane and try to do certain things. You're like, okay, and when I get there, I'm going to bring up my people. I'm going to do what needs to get done to make this movement or make this go further than where it's going. Because a lot of things you can't stop, whereas you can't stop with you. Everything can end and be all with the person who's on top. You know what I'm saying? If you're on top, you got to make sure that you trickle it down to the people that's coming up.
Right.
Because for a movement or for people to grow, you gotta feed the youth. You gotta feed the young and cats under you, the future, so that when they come up and they mold you, they coming up, and after you molding them, letting them know this is what we did, but you picking them up, letting them know, you gotta do this now. You do that, I'm backing you. I got you, young gunner. Let's go. And they get that love. You will never be forgotten. You know what I'm saying?
Your name lives on.
You live on, and it bugs me out. It goes, that's what I said. Yo, hey, listen, if Jay-Z ain't one of the best rappers out there, yo, when he said that Forever Young, in that song, he said when his son tells his son that his name live on.
That's right.
Cause your son, you tell your son a story, your son gonna tell his son the story, his son gonna tell his son a story. That's how you live on.
That's history.
You don't sit there and say,
that's right,
I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then when they tell your story, they just saying, yo, it was about him. He just did what he did. He didn't really help nobody else do what they need to do. He didn't really do nothing to really make the movement go, because he was basically for himself.
He bettered himself.
And didn't say, okay, I'm in this position, I'm doing this, I'm running, but you know what? Here go another cat. He got ideas. He got something that we can move. Okay, come on. Let me get your ideas.
I'm gonna blush up his idea.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, you don't blow. You use him and let him shine. Because guess what? When he shine, you shine.
Right.
You don't shine because he ain't gonna shine if you shining by yourself.
Nah.
He ain't shining by you doing your shine and you doing your thing. He's your shadow. These people your shadow. No, you got people behind you that's making moves that can do something for whatever you doing.
Right.
You help them, you bring them up, you use their ideas, and you help them push it forward. And if it's not you doing it, it's them doing it. If not them doing it, you find somebody else to make it happen, to make their dreams happen. Because at the end of the day, that's what people gonna look at. That's what people gonna remember you for the real stuff you did, not for any other stuff you think, oh, I did this and I did that. The dude's gonna be like, what type of person was he though?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, that's what he was. Was he really telling all the truths? And then they find out certain things. It's a lot of things you gotta deal with. So for you to really make your mark as a real leader, general, or boss or something, and you doing this and you got something going on in a movement, you supposed to automatically do your thing, but keep your ear to the street, keep your ear to your peoples, and they tapping you, yo, this is what's going on with this young gunner. This is going on with word. So let's try and get him in the studio, or let's try to get his idea made and get a trademark, get a bit.
You gotta lead by example too, because
that's how it be.
You gotta remember that when you have an individual who's, let's say, a front runner for anything, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have individuals also that's gonna follow you. That's not a problem. The thing is, when you develop a following, you have to have that power as a leader to bring those up and make them your equal. Therefore, they're not following you anymore because now you're an extension. You know what I'm saying? It's like being a bark on a tree and you got branches. So now you're the bark. You're the center of everything. So now you develop individuals to go other places. And,
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And
how can you ever be forgot about when you are the bark? This is your you the foundation. So now guess what? You grew it because you had to grow from somewhere. You had to do it from the bottom. So you had to be that. You had to be the bottom of that tree. And as you grew to that height. Now guess what? A tree that don't grow to that height and be like this.
It grows out.
The leaves your branches got to stretch. Because now that's how you grow. You grow. You start pushing out. You go this way.
Everywhere.
All my people, and guess what? All them branches and stuff that go out, when they come down and they talk, they link to you. So there's no way that anything can go past or anything that is not you. That you can't be looked at as a representative. Your name won't be spoken of because guess what? These are cats who I came up under. This is who helped me out. These are the dudes who had the crutch and helped me out, and we was running them, helped me out when I need the crutch or something. You know what I mean? Gave me that lifting hand, lift that extra push up and say, you know what? This is who I need to mess with. These are the cats. Okay, you know what? Now when I'm up there and I'm being this so-called who I am and doing what I'm doing, I'm always going back to the cats now. Now I can come back and say, you know what?
It's like recharging your batteries in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't take the burden of everything as an individual and expect everything to happen the way it should happen. You may have something happen, but it's not the way it should happen. So, like I said, when you got those branches that expound, and you got to always remember that you're the foundation and you're the centerpiece of that. So when you have them going out, they have to come back in, and they also bear fruit, and the fruit drops and makes its own trees. So now you start from one tree, you got a whole damn forest. You got a whole forest, and that's basically how the earth came about. It came from spreading. So now if you're the individual, and let's say you're a man of the house. We're gonna take it like this. You're a man of the house, and you pay the bills, you got all the accounts, you got all the information, life insurances like you brought up, and you up and die. Your wife don't know nothing. She don't know about the money, the finances, the car notes, the house payment, none of that stuff. So now she's in a bind because you kept everything. You kept everything. So now the individual that was the man per se is gone, or has been exposed as not being the man. What happens to everybody that was following you? What happens to those individuals? Because now they have no eyes to see anymore because their head was cut off.
Yeah, cut off, and that's the worst part, man.
You're already lost, but you're even worse.
You ain't even set up your peoples or do them right to have them. If something was drastic that happened to you, they could just pick up the pieces and keep going. You know what I mean? They can do this. Okay, my OG, my elder showed us how to do this when he was here. So you know what? Boom, all right, he's gone, but the ball keeps rolling. The ball keeps rolling. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you sit there and see. You know what I mean? Word. You know what I mean? But word, we're gonna see.
it's like before we close, I want to touch on something that's real deep, because we was talking about the flag and building, how we was just building. Something came to my head about the movie Glory. And at the end of the movie, they had, first of all, it was the brothers who were on the front line. So they were the sacrificial lambs. But the thing was, they were so proud to be in that war and so proud to be called American soldiers that they didn't even care that they would die for their country. They was there to die. But the thing that the character Matthew, what's his name? Matthew Broderick, the character told, I think he told Denzel in one of them, whatever you do, make sure that flag does not stay on the ground. Whatever you do, if that flag falls, if that man fall, somebody pick that flag up. And one by one, they was getting picked off. Pew, 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 pew. And they kept picking the flag up, because they had a objective. You know what I'm saying? They had a vision that they were loyal to that flag. You know what I'm saying? And that was their birthright. You know, they died for that reason, to fight that war and to make sure that flag did not stay on the ground. Did it end up getting on the ground? Probably. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they fought for that purpose.
For that move, for that purpose.
Movement.
They said, you know what?
They was together.
This is what we're going to do. And that's what it leads down to sometimes. Like, you know what?
It's a deep movie. Even if, check that out, for real.
Even if you running and stuff and you mess around, take a fall, somebody else come up and pick up the slack.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Next man up. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Next man up. Next man up. Make that move. Make it happen. Keep the flag waving for that movement and stuff.
That's right.
So that's what it usually be. But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like you have some people that just like, you know what?
Lost in translation, man.
This is my movement. This is what I'm doing, and it got to end and be all with me. So that look to somebody else, whereas they sit there and be like, you know what? It's about them.
Right.
It's about that person now. Right. Oh man, they getting the light. Oh man, listen, man.
There's no I in team.
There's no I in team.
There's
and
no
if you know
I
what I
in
mean,
team,
how you
baby.
gonna grow? If you steady with yourself
Politics
and you
well,
doing what
baby.
you need to do for yourself, you're not gonna grow. You know what I mean? Most dudes ain't gonna grow unless you out here really making power moves to do things that you building up businesses and you doing that. But then you also gonna need to bring your peoples with you if you doing that. Okay, I'm making this money, I'm making moves, but guess what? I go back and pull some of these cats up that I grew up with, that is my brothers. I could bring them to the joint and we could get it popping.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Indeed. That's for sure.
But yeah, man, we definitely gotta touch on a few things, man. And you know,
we just glad y'all took the time to check us out. You know what I mean?
You know, little light work.
We got a lot coming.
First episode.
We got a lot coming for y'all.
You know what I mean?
So we gonna hit y'all with some doozies. Trust me. We gonna have y'all scratching your heads, laughing and all that. Y'all might be even cursing us out on the low. But
you have any comments? Just drop it down low. If y'all got anything y'all think we missed on,
subscribe, or anything y'all want us to talk about, give us a topic, and trust me, we'll expound on it and we will dissect it and tear it apart.
The way it should be, real talk. And you know, them
special guests, we have some special guests
is gonna come through.
Word up.
We gonna do what it need to do. You know what I mean? To make it entertaining and watchable and stuff. You know what I mean? See all, you know what I mean? Have them little classic pieces, make it real nice for the people that know about them pieces and
Every
stuff.
show we gonna have a classic piece for y'all, baby. Don't even worry about that.
Nice for the peoples, you know. You know what I mean?
Nothing's for sale though. Don't be calling me like, yo, y'all moving anything like that. Cause nah, we ain't moving nothing, man. You gotta go somewhere else for that.
You know what I mean? There's gonna be some top dollars over here. You gonna be like, man, that man want Ben's money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that, man.
But that's what it is, man. But yo, tune in, you know, for next week's episode. Every week we dropping something and keep it going, man. Cause you know we just about that real talk and having fun and building and stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure, man. Make sure you like the brother said. Make sure you comment if you got anything y'all want us to touch on or whatever. Just holler at us, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how to find us, and you can put it right there, right on the tool, baby. Cause we gonna be there.
Yep, the session.
We gonna be there.
The session TV.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's right.
You can hit us up. You know.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Just holler at us. Leave a comment. Subscribe to this channel
Facebook,
right here.
Instagram,
we get it popping.
Man, just take the time out to just listen to what we talking about, man. We giving y'all raw, uncut, no fluff. You know what I'm saying? We giving you that hardcore, what we feel is right. You know what I'm saying? If you feel we wrong, then refute us or rebuke us. You know what I'm saying? Accept it or reject it. That's basically it, man.
That's it. But we here, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know. Tune into next episode, man. Like DarkMan, Life for the Gods, man.
God, baby, you know what I'm saying? Peace, gods on the earth, RLPC all day, low life to elevate.
UsuaLL,
my man Ralph Low, yo. Real.
ULL, we out here. The session.
Yeah. North side, let's connect, what up? South side, west side, let's connect, what up? Make this paper off the bars and the beats. That paper make paper together and we can eat.